Shalom, bro. Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, you're going to say, Call Halayim La, Yahawashi, Yahawashi, Bahashim, Merkak Wadash, and double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone. Titles is truth, peace and mercy to the elect. All right. Peace and mercy to the elect. Hey, lately I've been getting all my content for the videos off of these pages on social media. I just be seeing random stuff that these people put up, and you know what I'm saying, you debunk it, you defend it through the Holy Spirit, through the scriptures. All right. So there's this spiritual word page. I've touched on it many times, and I want y'all to see this video, right? So it says, bride refuses to obey husband during wedding vows. We didn't talk about that one during counseling, and she also made it clear that you cannot be broke. All right. So I want you to listen a little bit to the video. Let's see. I'll show y'all. Hold on.
For poor.
For poorer.
We hit that snag about 20 times in counseling. Brill made it very clear to Jonathan, you cannot be broke. In sickness.
In sickness.
And in health.
And in health.
To love.
To love.
Cherish.
Cherish.
And to obey.
We didn't talk about that one in counseling.
We did talk about that in counseling. Yes, we did. So you want me to repeat that again? You want to just keep going?
I think we can keep going.
All right.
So that show you the wickedness. Let me play it again from the beginning. That show you the wickedness of your woman. When you call
for better,
your
for
woman,
better,
for worse,
for worse,
for richer,
for richer,
for poor,
for poorer.
We hit that snag about 20 times in counseling. Brill made it very clear to Jonathan, you cannot be broke. In sickness.
In sickness.
And in health.
And in health.
To love.
To love.
Cherish.
Cherish.
And to obey.
We didn't talk about that one in counseling.
We did talk about that in counseling. Yes, we did. So you want me to repeat that again? You want to just keep going?
I think we can keep going.
All right.
All right, so yeah, you see it right there, man. All right, the woman is clearly out of order. All right, and this is a prime example why y'all are not married, most of you, and why we speak out against this wickedness that y'all do, and this is why you have a problem with the truth, with the scriptures, with the word of Yahawashi. You have an issue with it because it forces you to submit to your man. It forces you to leave behind your fucking bullshit of this world. It forces you to be a woman, It forces you to actually submit to your husband. You women are supposed to obey your husbands. Now, let's get the word for obedience, man. What does it mean to obey? To obey one's husband, okay? Because the women of today, they think that shit is slavery. It's slavery for a woman to obey her husband. That's slavery. Obedience. Something very, what would you call, basic? Something so basic, right? As you obeying your husband, that's seen as, oh, that's archaic. That's controlling. You trying to control the woman. You goddamn right. You have to control your woman. You have to control her, man, because if you don't control her, this bitch gonna do some dumb shit and mess her life up. Okay? You have to rule over her. You have to make the decisions over her life for her own good as a woman. Your women, you're supposed to guide them in the ways of truth. You see? So it says the word obey. To carry out the commands to submit to the command of a ruler, to be ruled by. So the scriptures say your desire should be towards thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. Matter of fact, let's get a shalom, Yahawashi, Mishabrakata. Okay, Genesis 3:16. Let's go. The Lord said he will multiply your pain and conception. Okay, Genesis 3 and 16, it says, I'm starting at 15. I will put enmity between thee and the woman, between thy seed and her seed, and it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. It's talking about the enmity between Esau and Jacob, right? Even to this day, the hatred, that explains the hatred between our people and the white man. Now it says, verse 16, unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be towards thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. Your desire shall be towards us, man. See, just like we serve the Lord Yahawashi, you are to serve us as men, because you was created for our sakes. 1 Corinthians 11, right? The man is not of the woman, but the woman is of the man. So you modern day women, you're out of order. This is why the Lord's going to destroy you. And you simps that are enabling this behavior, because of more of you men had the mindset that the brothers in this truth have, right? Of being actual men and dealing with these scriptures. Then the world would be a better place, and our kingdom, I mean, in the kingdom, yeah, that's how it's going to be. But the world would be a better place, and our nation would be much better off. You wouldn't have single parent households. You wouldn't have whores in the streets. You wouldn't have strip clubs. You wouldn't have all this different stuff that you see today. You wouldn't have all this sadness, you know. Because not only is you women being out of order just destroys yourself, but you destroy your children too, because they don't have a father to look up to. They don't have they don't grow up in an environment that's conducive to love, you know, a family, you know. Well, you don't have families no more. There's really no families no more because of women like this. I don't want to obey my husband. That's what the fuck? I have to obey you? Matter of fact, let's look at these comments real quick, man. Because I be going to these comments, man, and you can get all kind of lessons out of these comments, man. You know? So there's no excuse for you know, you brothers out there, oh, I don't have a topic to do a video on. There's millions of topics. See? So yeah, this guy said, Mr. Sophisticated 69 says, unless you are LGBT, you don't date black women. We do. We have a bigger sample size to tell you this is how a lot of BWs operate, you know, nigga woman, right? You cannot tell them nothing, and they're just combative for no reason. Yep. That's why overly number of them are single. And that's part of the curses that's put on you, because you got so much demons on you that you don't even want the best thing for you. The best thing for you is to have a man. You see, a real man. I'm talking about one of the brothers in the truth, you know. But even if you do have a man, you know, in the world or whatever, at least you have a man, you know. At least you have a man. You women want to be single. You want to live your best life until you're 40 and try to find a man then, you know, and that's not going to work. Because more and more men are waking up to your bullshit. Now it says obey. This one chick said obey, which if you click on her page, you know what I'm saying, decent looking chick, but demonic, you see? Demonic. It says obey. The choice of words can ruin and save some things. Obedience sounds like I'm a child and you're the parent. These vows need some adjustment. So the Heavenly Father told you to obey your husband. So you're basically telling the Lord, like, you need to adjust your way of thinking because I'm too good to obey my husband. What kind of bullshit is that, man? You see? That's some bullshit. But that's the mentality of these people. The scriptures say that their turning of things upside down should be esteemed as a potter's clay. Not just Esau, but you people too, man. You know? You trying to turn things upside down, man. You know? You trying to make things to change in your favor. As it says in Isaiah 5 and 20, woe to you that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter, that put light for darkness and darkness for light. You want us to go to the altar and change up the way that things have been done. They always say those type of vows, right? When they get married, they always say in sickness and health and all that shit, right? But none of it really means nothing because these people don't respect the sanctity of marriage. But the point is that even the word obedience to them sounds like some satanic shit to them. It's, oh my God, I gotta listen to what my husband says. Like, who the fuck else you gonna listen to? You listen to the job, you listen to these police officers, you listen to the courts, right? But when it comes to your husband, now it's a problem, you see? So there's one guy, Martinez Alex, said, women like y'all gonna die alone. My wife doesn't get to pick and choose when to obey me when she expects me to take a bullet for her. Yep. She's gonna expect you when somebody break in the crib for you to be the man, right? So she has to fucking listen to what you say. Then if she doesn't listen, she's no good for you as a man. You see. And one of the reasons why these jakes go and deal with the other nation's women is because they actually fucking obey. They actually listen. They don't have a combative ass attitude. You know, they don't have this. You don't have to jump through circles of fire to try to get with them. You know, they just want to deal. You know, and they'll do what you want them to do. You know, for the most part. But anyways, it says the word should be respect, not obey. You ain't my father. I ain't obeying shit. Look at this. You ain't my father, and I ain't obeying shit. You know, that's pride, bro. Scripture say pride goeth before a fall. That's like us telling the Lord Yahawashi, we ain't obeying you. Nah, we ain't obeying you. Nah. You need to find somebody else because we're too good. We're gonna do our own thing. That's demonic. Man, the scripture say in 1 Samuel 15:23, the rebellion is a sin of witchcraft. So the modern day woman ain't nothing but a witch. Okay. This guy, the whole phase expert. I always see this guy on all the pages. He's always talking. It says, this is what you get when you deal with an alpha modern woman. Stop the wedding immediately because you're in trouble. Those are red flags, man. Red flags. A woman has to come with a better attitude than that for her to be acceptable of a wife. Really, she shouldn't have a fucking attitude like that. She should just be cool as a woman. Soft and delicate, you know. Tender to the touch. You know, nice to be around. Not a fucking fire-breathing dragon. You know, because most of these women are fire-breathing dragons. See, the scripture say I'd rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to dwell with a wicked woman. To keep house with a brawling wicked woman. You know, you have a better chance of survival dealing with a lion in the wilderness than you do with a demon like this. Talk about I will not obey my husband. That's bullshit, man. Okay. Now it says, the chick said, same chick says, I personally do not like the word obey. To me, it sounds like I'm somebody's lapdog, which I am not. I will respect my husband. Well, you don't respect him because you're not obeying. You see, no obedience. That shows respect, obedience. I'll respect my husband and will follow his lead as the man of the household. So y'all saying we should obey? Okay, to what extent? When is it okay to disobey, or is that not even an option as a woman? That's my thing. That term obey is the wrong term to use, and this goes on both sides. Look, man, if your husband tell you to do something, you fucking do it. All right, if it's within reason, you know. If he tells you to eat a bunch of shit, you know, that's different. You know, that's the scriptures say be not a lion in your own house, man. You know, you treat the scriptures say you treat the woman with honor as the weaker vessel. You know, you don't beat the fuck out of her all day long and expect her to, you know, just have a smile on her face. She's not a fucking animal or dog, but you know, she has to obey. She has to understand order. She has to serve you as a woman. If she's not doing that, she's out of order and she's being a witch. What is she doing with herself? She's serving her own self. You know, what is her purpose on this earth if not to serve you as a man? You see, that's you as a man. You was created to be serviced by this woman. Okay, she's to cook for you. She's to clean for you. She's to bear your children, and you know, because they always want to throw it on you. What are you gonna do? You're supposed to protect her, right? And in this case, you know, in this world, you know, they expect you to pay for all the bills and all that shit. Look, that was something that was always done as a man would take care of his woman, right? Because that was his woman. He's the only man that was popping her. These women of today, other men have popped these women. Other men have dealt with them. So why are you expecting a man to pay for every single one of your bills and pay for hair, pay for nails, pay for makeup and all this different shit when you got all these men up in you, all these spirits and all this baggage, you see? But they want to be equal and independent, right? See, it don't make no sense. They only care about equality when it benefits them. When it doesn't benefit them, fuck it all. We're underneath them. You see? So hypocrisy, that's the number of hypocrisy. So yeah, most of you women ain't right, and that's why you're not gonna make it, because of shit like this. You see, it says, my husband is not the law. Yeah, your husband is the law, actually. Your husband is your Lord. Sarah called Abraham Lord, you know. So this chick said, my husband is not the law. He is my partner. As the man of the household, I follow his lead. However, his word is not law. Ooh, you see that? That's fucked up, bro. She's basically saying what the fuck you say. If you tell her don't go out, I don't want you wearing them type of clothes. I don't want you going out at 12 o'clock at night to go visit your damn sisters or to go to the club or whatever. She basically saying whatever you say don't matter. So that's not a woman that's acceptable for you as a man. That's not a woman that you could take serious. That's just a fling that you could call a booty call. That's a booty call, man. You see, that's all that is, you know. And that's it. She ain't no woman that you should be shackling up with every night. You know what I mean? You just let her or you just give her back to the streets. Says, I don't know why it pains you black men so much to hear this. Y'all want lap dogs as wives so bad. Here she goes. You want lap dogs as wives. You see? No, we want women. We want women. Actual women. Not fire-breathing dragons like this chick, man. You see? Okay. So that's a couple of comments that I had on there, man. You know. So going back to the word obedience, it says to obey, to fulfill one's duty to another, to be subject, to serve, to pay attention to give, to cater to. See, like that one Beyonce song, I want to cater to you. You know, that was a good song actually, because all her other songs are feminist. You know, like irreplaceable. You must not know about me. I could have another you in a minute. Girls run the world. All those are feminist anthems, you know. That last album she put out, you know, those are all feminist anthems. But that one song, what's it called? I just mentioned it, damn. Yeah, Cater to You. You know, that's a good song, man. I want to cater to you. I want you in a man. You know. Hey, that's good, man. That's a good song. That's a bad song. You know, she's basically talking about how she wants to serve her husband. That's good. See, that's the only song I like from her. It says obey, to be subject. Yep. To listen to hear one person's out, to hear one's word. Yep. So you're supposed to hear your husband's word. You ain't supposed to go over his authority. The script says you are not to usurp the authority of the man. You see, because that's demonic. That's where you get chaos and confusion from, when you try to usurp a man's authority, man. You see, you're not to usurp a man's authority, because once you do that, you're gonna mess your own life up, because you're going over the order of the Lord. You see, and you're not. The Lord didn't give you the power to make decisions on your own as a woman. Because all the decisions you women make are all fucked up. You know, you make messed up decisions based off emotions, based off of your own understanding. The scripts say, "Lean not upon your own understanding." Even some of you men, you're not in a you know, you don't really experience like that. You need to lean up on other men, you know, to have more understanding, more wisdom. So how much more are you women? You know, if the man needs other men to help her or help him, Salakia, how much more are you women? You're gonna need a man over you at all times, man. Whether it be your father or whether it be your husband, man. Okay, so it says 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 11. And we're going to go back in the kingdom to making deals with fathers, man. Hey, yesterday I was in the store, man. I was like this close to talking to this man about his daughter. I was like, yeah, your daughter's beautiful. Man, I was like this close. But then I remember I'm not in my kingdom. You know, I remember I'm just shit. What am I doing? This dude's probably going to look at me like I'm crazy. But his daughter was beautiful, bro. Oh, my goodness. You know what I'm saying? And she in a righteous society, you can pull the father to the side and you say, hey, look, man, you know, I think your daughter's beautiful, man. I would really, really like to, you know, see if we could work something out, man. And, you know, I could ask for her hand in marriage. You see, that's how things are supposed to go. And then, you know, he's going to decide, you know, come to an agreement. You know, she probably like you or she don't like you, whatever. But it's going to be up to the father to decide, you know, whether or not y'all going to deal with each other, man. You know what I mean? Whether or not y'all going to talk. Or whether or not you can have her hand in marriage. You see, that's orderly, because you know you're getting a virgin, and the father knows that, and then the father knows that that she's getting with a good man that could take care of her and actually gonna love her. Not a fucking Pookie and Ray Ray. Randomly, she pops up at the house with a pregnancy. You know, oh, Dad, look, I'm pregnant. And that's out of order, bro. That's out of order, man. So it says 2 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 7. It says, whereunto I am ordained a preacher and an apostle. I speak the truth in Yahawashi, I lie not, and a teacher of the Gentiles in faith and verity. Which faith and verity means truth. Goes back to the Latin word veritas, which means truth. That's on the Harvard. It's on the Harvard insignia. It says veritas, which means truth. Anyway, it says verse 8. I would therefore that men pray everywhere, lifting up holy hands without wrath and doubting. I like in like manner also that the women adorn themselves in modest apparel. Cover yourself up. Don't be a hoe. See, you see the women on the internet. They're posting about they love Jesus and God, and they're quoting Bible verses, and you see all their page, they just tits out, ass out all day long. Matter of fact, I had that one last comment pulled up right here, because it was this chick, Black China. She changed her name to Angela White, or she's going by her legal name now. So in the comments, man, they were clowning her because she called herself being a born again Christian with tattoos and being a hoe, taking sexy pictures and shit, right? Provocative pictures. So this one chick came on there justifying her, saying she still got a job to do to make money on this God-forsaken earth. God don't judge you because of what you wear. But we just read it right here, that the Lord said the women must adorn themselves in modest apparel. So if the Lord gave you a commandment to adorn yourself in modest apparel, is he not going to judge you based upon that commandment? You broke his commandment. You said that he gave you a law, you ought to obey it, you know, for your own fucking good, you know. But in their minds, God don't judge you by what you wear. Like he said, come as you are. Just come as whatever you are. You could just come naked, you know, to the church, and, you know, it's cool. It's cool. You could just do it. You could be a mo. You could be a mo. You could be a mo. It don't matter, because the Lord said, come as you are. I'm gonna be a mo, and let's see if I get delivered. Come on, man. It says you people that be trying to preach God and don't even know him, y'all will be in hell with the people you judge. We're already in fucking hell right now, man. You know, we're already in hell. But we're teaching the scriptures, but most of these people, they're too emotional to understand. They just want to do what they want to do, you know. So the scripture says a sinful man findeth an excuse according to his will. You know, a sinful man's going to find an excuse according to his fucking will. So it says 2 Timothy 2:9. It says, in like manner also that the women adorn themselves in modest apparel with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broidered hair or gold or pearls or costly array, not expensive shit, not Gucci, Fendi, Christian Dior, not Balenciaga, you know, which the word Balenciaga means Baal is Lord, Baal is king. You see, so you people worship the devil. You people worship the devil with your fancy clothes, you know what I'm saying, with your luxurious lifestyles. You're actually worshiping the spiritual demon Satan. You see, and you're paying a bunch of money to do that too, because a pair of Balenciaga cost like $1,000 pair of shoes, man. For a pair of shoes, where you could get 10 pair of Nikes for $100 each, you know. So what's a better investment, you know? But anyways, it's all wickedness, anyways. It's all wickedness, anyways. 1 Timothy 2:10, it says, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works, let the women learn in silence with all subjection. See, the subjection means to obey. Subjection means to be under the rule of. So you women was commanded to learn in silence with all subjection, you know. Yet you go to the altar trying to get married, and you say that you don't have to obey your husband. That guy should have ran out the motherfucking room. The second that bitch said that shit. The second that she was over there talking about how she wants to submit in counseling, you know what I'm saying? You just tell that bitch, I'll see you later, man. You know? Don't call me, I'll call you, man. You know? Bitch is out of order. Why are you going to counseling anyways? Bringing another man into your marriage. You know? So you could pop that man. You know what I mean? Because that's what happens when these women go to counseling. They end up popping the counselor, man. Or the counselor ends up popping them. You know? Oh, yeah, you know, your husband ain't doing it right. Let me do it, you know, on some Joe shit. Okay? They're in that spirit of Joe. You know, what your man do, I will do. I will do it. If your man won't do it, I'll do it. I'll step up. You see? That's the ways of this world. Adultery. The ways of this world are, this world, they're in the spirit of Trey Songz, Mr. Steal Your Girl. You know, they're in the spirit of Mr. Steal Your Girl. All right. It says, but I suffer not a woman to teach. A woman not to teach the word. The only time a woman could teach the word is to teach, she teach her fellow sisters, her daughter. She could teach her daughter, or she could teach her son, a young boy. But once the boy turns a certain age, you know, she's not to usurp his authority, you know. Women are not supposed to teach the congregation or teach other men. Women are supposed to be in silence, okay, underneath the husband, you know, doing what a woman does, man, you know, not trying to usurp the man's authority. It says, but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man. The woman is not to usurp the authority over the man. So when she doesn't obey the man, that's basically like her saying that your authority don't matter, what you got to say don't matter, and fuck you. You see? That's disrespectful. And that's actually a big ass turnoff to the man. That's why y'all end up single. Y'all end up alone. Y'all end up dead in a fucking ditch somewhere. You know what I'm saying? That's why you end up where you end up, because you are out of order. Out of order, man. You're not working properly. When a machine, when you see, you go to the laundromat, right? They go to the laundromat, and it might say out of order. What that mean? That means that machine doesn't work properly. See, you women are not working properly. That's why the world is in a dysfunctional place that it is, because we need women to actually be women. The world will be a better place. You see, but anyways, it says, but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. You see, she was the one in the transgression, not Adam. Adam was not deceived. His sin was following after his fucking woman. You're not supposed to follow the woman. The woman's supposed to follow you, submit to you, obey your word, obey your rule. You see, as a man, that's how it's supposed to go. A relationship cannot work if the woman is the one that's fucking making all the tough decisions and she wears the fucking pants, you know? It can't work. You're the one that have to be. She the one that she has to obey you, be up under you, man. All right. It says Adam was not deceived, but the woman was deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing, if, keyword if, they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. See, woman gotta be sober, man. She can't be fucking drunk, a hoe, a gatherer abroad. You know, she gotta be shamefaced, man. As we're shamefaced underneath our Lord, Yahawashi, man. All right. So the point of the lesson is, man, you know what I'm saying, you women are out to obey your husbands, man. You know, as we obey Yahawashi, you know what I'm saying? As we obey Yahawashi, 1 Peter 3 and verse 1, it says, likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they may also without the word be won by the conversation of the wives. You see, because sometimes women have unbelieving husbands, right? So they're won over by the conversation of their wife. The man is won over. He's exposed to the truth, or he's brought to the truth through Eve, man. Eve, a good woman. You know what I'm saying? She will bring that. She'll win him over. You know. That's what going into the second part of that first verse. All right, it says, verse 2, while they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear, whose adorning, see your chaste conversation, meaning your holy conversation, because the word chastity goes into purity. All right, when you remember the chastity belts women used to wear, that's called a purity belt, so that this woman wouldn't be a whore. All right, so that she would remain pure, meaning a virgin. No random stray dogs come in there poking poking her, with their pecker. It says verse 3. So she remains pure. It says 1 Peter 3:3. It says, whose adorning, let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting the hair and of wearing of gold or putting on of apparel. What that mean? Like we said before, all this fancy ass shit, all this designer stuff, all these fancy garments and all this crap, right? That's not the end all be all goal for you as a woman. Your soul and your spirit should be all right, and really at the end of the day, man don't really give a damn what the hell you got on. Matter of fact, we just want to see you naked half the time anyway, in our bed. So, if you got on some $5 dress, I don't give a shit. As long as it looks good and you look modest, and decent and you smell good, take care of yourself. I don't give a damn what the fuck you wearing. If it's from Shein or if it's from Fendi or if it's from, Balenciaga. If it's from fucking Balenciaga, I don't give a damn. I don't care. As long as it looks good and, men don't really give a shit about that. Women care about fucking, what a man got on and, what this girl's wearing. Is she wearing Chanel or is she wearing fucking Fendi, whatever she's wearing, Oscar de la Renta, Men don't really give a damn about what a woman got on. She got on some booty shorts, $5 booty shorts and a tank top t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? Nigga don't give a damn. When's the last? I never heard a dude say, "Oh man, she got rainbow clothes on." Oh, I mean, that's only the materialistic niggas that care about, bitch shop at Rainbow, shop at Rainbow. I just care if she, she's a good woman. Is she giving me that loving I require? You see, does she know how to cook? Is she a hoe? Is she, how's her spirit? Is she cool, or is she a demon? That's what's more important to the man. Not fucking what the hell she got on. So yeah, it says not of wearing of gold or putting on of apparel. Let it be the hidden man of the heart, and that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of the Most High of a great price. See, so a woman with a meek, quiet spirit is in the sight of the Most High of a great price. That's very valuable. That's a woman that's very valuable, and a woman that's very. The scripture say her price is above rubies. So it says, for after this manner in old time, the holy women who also trusted in the Most High adorned themselves. Yeah, that's how they used to be. Meek, quiet, humble. You know what I'm saying? Not ostentatious. All right. The holy women also trusted in the Most High, adorned themselves, being in subjection to their own husbands, meaning they obeyed. Not like these modern day hoes. They don't obey. Most of them, they think that shit's slavery. Oh, that's slavery to obey your husband. That's slavery. Get the fuck out of here, man. That's righteous. That's righteous for you to obey your husband. That's righteous for you to be a good woman. The Lord is well pleased. He's looking down from heaven through his angels, and he's seeing a good woman, and he's going to bless you in your house, man. And that's a blessed man that has a woman that's in subjection under the rule of you, That's a woman that's going to be deemed to be a righteous woman, or a holy woman, if you will, because there's no such thing as a righteous woman. King Solomon flat out the matter in Ecclesiastes 7. He said he found one man righteous out of 1,000, but he found none out of a woman. He found none righteous. So, there's that. Okay. Now, anyways, she's considered to be a virtuous woman, if she does these things that we've just described. 1 Peter 3:5. For after this manner, in the old time, the holy women who also trusted in the Most High adorned themselves, being in subjection to their own husbands. You see, so you ought to be in subjection to your husband. It says, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham. So Sarah was obedient to Abraham. What's wrong with you? Okay, what's wrong with y'all, man? Are y'all some type of special Israelite women that the law doesn't apply to you? You know what I'm saying? The law of the Most High doesn't apply to you. The words of God don't apply to you. You just so special. Your box made out of gold. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're a goddess on the earth, so you don't have to obey nobody. See, that's madness. It says, likewise, my bad, verse 6 again, 1 Peter 3 and 6. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well and are not afraid with any amazement. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. Finally, be ye all of one mind, having compassion one of another, love as brethren, be pitiful and be courteous. You see? So yeah, man, you ought to obey your husband as a woman, man. You know, as we obey Yahawashi, as the church, starting with the men, the prophets of the Lord, as we obey Yahawashi. So with that, call Halayim La Yahweh Bahashim Hamashiach Yahawashi, double honors to the apostle of this great millstone, taught us this true rule well, and shalom to you, brothers. That's of the elect. Peace and mercy to you. Mawaf Shalom.